If you, by any chance, for some crazy reason, have felt like things aren't too crazy, or like, yeah, there's been some crazy things here and there, but it's overall not that bad, uh, let me remind you, it's only been 39 days, and here's a montage I put together, just in case you're not feeling it yet.
11-year-old girl died by suicide after her mother says she was bullied at school by a classmate in Gainesville with taunts about her family being deported. CNN's Ed Lavendera spoke with the victim's mother.
These are the videos.
A boy who was stabbed to death in an alleged hate crime.
And the man accused of that crime was in court today for a hearing.
Wednesday morning in a Will County courtroom, pre-trial began for 72-year-old Joseph Chuba, the Plainfield man accused of stabbing 6-year-old Wadia El Fayumi to death and seriously injuring his mother. Chuba was their landlord, and according to police and the boy's mother, he attacked them because they're Palestinian and he had been obsessed with the war abroad.
She earned her diploma, unable to read or write, and what she endured is trouble.
My name is Aley Ortiz, ALEYS HAORT.
Struggling to spell her own name, 19-year-old Aley Ortiz tells us the school district she entrusted with her education failed her, graduating last year unable to read or write.
The press conference is just wrapping up here in Lubbock, and health officials here at Covenant were able to confirm that a school-aged child who was being treated here did die in the last 24 hours from complications from measles. This is the first measles-related death in this outbreak. Side note, we heard that HHS Secretary RFK Jr. Was at the White House talking today about some facts. He mentioned 2 deaths. When we asked the health officials here, they are only able to confirm 1 death. He also mentioned that the hospitalizations were for quarantine. The doctors here clarified the patients who are here at the hospital, they are not in quarantine. They are actively receiving treatment, especially since it's a respiratory disease, for breathing, extra oxygen, things like that. They also went on to clarify some other information, that the hospitalizations that they do have here, everyone who is hospitalized and getting treatment is not vaccinated. Now, just for some background, this outbreak started in Gaines County, about an hour and a half away, in an unvaccinated Mennonite community, but that community does interact with the general public, and that's why we're starting to see this spread into other counties. Now, health officials here are saying the best way for people to prevent the spread of this is to get their measles vaccine. They're saying measles is very contagious. If I had the measles and you were across from me and you were not vaccinated or didn't have any immunity, 9 out of 10 times you would get sick with the measles. So they're continuing to monitor this. They are working not only with the city of Lubbock and also the community here in West Texas, but they're also working with the state, and they're in contact with the federal government.
Shows the CRJ on its back with passengers being helped out of the aircraft. First responders quickly arrived on the scene, and fire trucks can be seen spraying onto the aircraft as passengers are helped to safety.
Everything, drop it. Come on. Holy. Is they okay? Yo! Oh my God, y'all, look at this shit, yo! Look, y'all! Yo, a plane just crashed on Cotton Ave, y'all! Yo! What the f? Look at that! Yo, it's ran into people's houses, look! Look! A plane just crashed, y'all! Look at that shit! Look at that shit. That's a whole plane right there burning, y'all. What the f? A whole plane just crashed into right here. What the f? Yo, that shit just shook the whole plaza.
Hernandez walked into the Franklin County Courthouse ready to face her fate, and a judge gave her 10 years in prison for a deadly DWI crash January 5th, 2022. Video shows her holding a broken sign belonging to former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. A year later, Hernandez drove with a blood and alcohol level of .125 on Interstate 44 for several miles before crashing into another car. That car had a Franklin County couple inside, Victoria and Ryan Wilson. The couple just left dinner celebrating their 15th wedding anniversary.
Andrew and Tristan Tate, they're back on U.S. soil more than 2 years after they were arrested in Romania on human trafficking charges. Andrew Tate was also charged with. The brothers deny the allegations. The brothers, who are self-described misogynists, are also vocal supporters of President Trump. And it was the Trump administration that reportedly pressured the Romanian government to lift their travel restrictions.
Tonight, the clash up of a highway near Cincinnati, Ohio. Neighbors confronting neo-Nazis dressed in black, waving swastika flags on an overpass north of the city.
In this neighborhood, we do stand for something. This here turf is golden soil, and it won't be tarnished
with things like that.
At least one neo-Nazi seen holding a long gun. Police shutting down the overpass, trying to keep everyone apart. The neo-Nazis taking off in a U-Haul. One person seen running down the road, throwing something against the side of the truck. A swastika flag ripped away and set on fire. A minister from a nearby Baptist church holding a prayer service, calming tensions.
People are afraid, they're scared, they're angry.
These neo-Nazis were wearing similar clothes and face coverings to the neo-Nazis who marched through downtown Columbus, Ohio in November. Black community leaders later making the same march as a counter-protest.
Trump reportedly plans to fire the governing board of the U.S. Postal Service and place the independent agency under the control of the Commerce Department, a move that could be the first step in privatizing a service established 250 years ago. The White House.
They were given 15 minutes within a designated 1-hour window to pack their things and get out. This is happening hours after the Supreme Court gave the Trump administration a temporary victory and granted an emergency request to pause $2 billion in court-ordered payments to foreign aid contractors.
Coming here today to collect their belongings at USAID. We have seen several federal workers who were either fired or placed on administrative leave coming to collect their belongings. As you mentioned, they have about a 15-minute window to pick up any items from their office that they want to take home with them.
There's been little to no communication with us. We're being treated terribly. I'm worried about overseas staff coming back. I've heard there's a little to no communication with them. There's been no offboarding with us. It's just been very sudden, everything. One day being locked out of the building, the next being told you're on admin leave, things like that. It's been very difficult.
So what was it like coming back here today?
Heartbreaking. Walking in the building and seeing all the pictures of our projects that were taken down, work like getting children vaccines or providing food aid, things that really matter, being treated as if they're nothing. It's really hard to see.
And yes, the topic is space news. So here's the deal. Elon Musk and President Trump recently did an exclusive interview on Fox News with Hannity talking about a variety of things, including the 2 astronauts, Butch and Sunny, that are up at the ISS.
To getting to Mars, you're committed to rescue, you're going to help rescue next month 2 astronauts that I think were abandoned. They dispute that in an interview.
When was degree? They got left in space.
They've been there. They were supposed to be there 8 days. They're there almost 300.
Yes, they're left up there for political reasons, which is not good.
Flip did not go unnoticed. In fact, an ESA astronaut and commander of the ISS posted about this, Andreas Mogensen, saying, "What a lie," and from someone who complains about the lack of honesty from the mainstream media. And Elon Musk did not hold back. He says, "You are fully retarded.
You are fully retarded."
SpaceX could have brought them back several months ago. I offered this directly to the Biden administration and they refused. Return was pushed back for political reasons. Idiot.
Idiot.
Andreas responded to that saying, "Elon, I have long admired you and what you have accomplished, especially at SpaceX and Tesla. You know as well as I do that Butch and Sunny are returning with Crew 9, as has been the plan since last September. Even now, you are not sending up a rescue ship to bring them home. They are returning on the Dragon capsule that has been on the ISS since last September." A very popular space YouTuber Joe Barnard shared Elon Musk's tweet from back in December saying, "Please post a bit more positive, beautiful, or informative content on this platform," which clearly calling someone names is not exactly beautiful or inspiring. From Ken Kirtland IV, he writes, "Just to make this clear, the Musk lie about the astronauts isn't SpaceX offered a mission. The lie is that NASA and even Biden didn't want SpaceX to bring the astronauts home because he no likey Elon, even though that's exactly what NASA did during Biden," which off rip tells you how absurd this dumbass lie is. Wow, this is a little bit grammatically challenging. Answer that effing question or shut the F up. This wasn't done because of politics. Well, Elon took notice saying, "You are the liar."
The Musk lie. The Musk lie. The Musk